Hey everyone, welcome to IndoorSkydivingTips.com. My name is Henry and today I'm going to be showing you some hand signals that I use inside the tunnel. The first hand signal, legs straight. It's a pretty basic one. This one right here means bend your legs. Bend your legs. This one right here, chin up. This next one means relax. Sometimes I want people to keep a straight body, so I'll either do this with my hand, or I might make my body straight and kind of motion with my hips right here to keep a nice straight body. I might want to indicate to the flyer that I want their hips forward, so often I take my fingers and I point this way and I motion to push my hips forward more. The opposite, I can either state that I want to push my hips back, so I motion to my hips here and push inward so that you can see I want to break in the hips. Especially when it comes to back flying, I might indicate that I want you to bring your arms and legs together. So there's this hand signal right here, which means curl up in a ball. Another hand signal is this one. Just a small bit. So usually when I'm trying to communicate with my students that you need to just use a little bit of momentum or whatever, I'll indicate just a little bit with this hand. Often as well, when I'm trying to focus on a specific part or skill or something that the flyer should think about, I usually indicate and point to my head, and I'll mouth as well and say, think about blank and whatever. If the student is just not understanding something, often I'll try to demonstrate for them. Usually it's a watch me and then I'll demonstrate. Pretty universal? Good job. Sometimes if I can see that you're a little freaked out or not really comfortable, I'll look and say, are you scared? Which flying can be scary, so that happens from time to time. Just take a deep breath and it's gonna be okay. Other times I want your legs apart, so I actually motion to my legs and say, get your legs apart. Or sometimes I'll even do something like this where spread your legs apart, spread your legs apart, just so the flyer understands that concept. Another concept to know is that usually there are times when I want you to do something the entire time, whether it be straightening your legs, keep your straight body, keep your chin up, and I might indicate something of do this the whole time. And I'll point to my watch, so do something the whole time. So that's pretty much the majority of the hand signals. There are others, and this isn't universal for every instructor. So one of the common mistakes that a lot of flyers have, especially with their instructor, is that they don't know the hand signals or might not know what the instructor is trying to tell them. So make sure your instructor goes over all these things so you have a way to communicate inside the tunnel and you're on the same page. I just want to run through the hand signals, especially when it comes to the speeds inside the tunnel. Generally, most of the speeds, or at least from the tunnels that I've flown at, are somewhere between about 50 and 100%. So I want to run through the speed hand signals. So it's pretty easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going horizontally, go 6, 7, 8, 9, and if you just want them to turn it up all the way, you tap your helmet and say, top it out. Now when you're trying to communicate or understand your speed and you want to communicate this with the driver, let's say I want to communicate 5-0, or also 0 is another number right there. So I would go 5, 0. Or let's say 72. Put your hands like this, 7, 2. Now, it should be also noted that there are numbers where it's basically the same symbol. So for instance, there is 66, 77, 88, 99. So if you see somebody flash the same signal, that probably means it's the same number. So think about those numbers. It's best to communicate with your instructor, especially if you know your speed, to make sure you understand the hand signal correctly, because especially if you're trying to communicate with the driver, you want to make sure that you are going in at the appropriate speed, and also check with the instructor that's standing in the door as well. There's a lot of hand signals to know, so one of the keys to success is going to be to practice. Practice understanding what they mean, practice with a friend, practice with your instructor, and watch this video again just to really understand those hand signals, that when it comes time to communicate, you really know what the instructor is trying to tell you. So for more helpful videos, visit indoorskydivingtips.com. You can also visit our Facebook page and YouTube channel, and you can also follow on Instagram as well. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.